Hey everyone, welcome back to another market closing live stream. Well, we've got a little bit of recovery here towards the end of what appears to be a mostly ugly day. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, take a look at this. We got a little bit of recovery here. The Dow's almost flat. The S&P is down about 0.54%. The Nasdaq is still down nearly 1%, with Russell down about 0.5%. I did send quite a few buy-sell alerts earlier on some dip buying that I was doing, specifically when the dip was actually a lot lower than where it is right now. Just to give you an example of where we have seen a recovery, and this is no guarantees. I mean, it fluctuates. We're already actually looks like slightly rotating back down here and then. But right around here, we had a nice buying opportunity in quite a few stocks earlier. I mean, look at, here's a firm kind of with a middle day lump here. Look at that lump there on Tesla. I mean, we're sitting at 961 right now. I do expect we're going to get an institutional sell-off again towards the closing, because there's going to be so much cash heavy hedging for people being nervous about tomorrow. And that's what I think is kind of insane. So you had a similar move here. Look at this move here on Robinhood, folks, from 1843 all-time freaking lows to up $1. I mean, that's a big swing intraday. I mean, obviously we can't go without mentioning AMC. I mean, look at where AMC opened. It opened at 2058 or something like that. It's essentially at 2450 right now. I mean, this is a 20% swing here. Really incredible. But I want to bring your attention to this. And we had a long discussion about risk and some portfolio strategies in the course member live stream this morning, specifically on like weighting our portfolio and some strategies for weighting our portfolio. But one thing that I think is just fair for me to mention to everyone is look at the pain you had on DocuSign, and then look at how much pain you have. You know, you had this massive amount of pain. Then you have all this pain in the market today where the VIX has fluctuated between 4 and 9%. But look at DocuSign. It's positive. It's up 4%. Why? Because it's like there's only so much pain before the stuff buys, or before the stuff tips up. No guarantee. I mean, obviously, we could have a 20% sell off in the S&P 500, which I think is relatively unlikely. But look at this, folks. BTC kind of bottomed here. Okay, look at that recovery on BTC, 47.8. Look at that recovery on Cardano, and we're not that far off the bottom. I mean, 1.25. These are some low figures here, right? Relatively low figures. What else do we have here? We've got Dogecoin that's up. It's 17% today. Had a lot more enthusiasm earlier in the day than we do right now. GameStop up about 8%. So we got some of that risk back in play. Recovery's coming back. It shows you it's very difficult for us to get Dave and Buster's. It just again reiterates, it's some stocks, they go down, but they just don't stay under certain price thresholds. Dave & Buster's under $30 is really hard to come by. I mean, we were there for like 20 minutes. I think it was like last Monday or something like that. And now we're back at $37. It's incredible. I mean, you could easily be swing trading, for example, Dave & Buster's. Sell it between 37 and 42, and then buy it at between 33 and I don't know, maybe 30 and 34 or something like that. Just as an example, right? End phase, obviously you get a little bit of a burn here, and rotation back down. Cloudflare, you're finally getting some discounting over here. This one's run like crazy. Incredible stock, has moved substantially. What else do we have here? In fact, let's see here. Yeah, this is relative. This is on the minute chart. There we go. This shows you Cloudflare a little bit more. So I tried to throw up the trajectory here that kind of follows your 200-day moving average, and you're almost back down to your 200-day moving average on Cloudflare, which is interesting. I mean, you're clearly under the 20-day EMA, but I mean, at this point, that's like a joke. Duh. Okay, so yeah, I think there's some opportunities here. I do want to watch though how everything evolves going into the close. So that's something I'm going to keep a very, very close eye on. And a shout out to the new folks who just joined here. Jeff, Dangerous Tacos, thanks so much for joining. Join today, watch all your stuff. All that. Thank you. Appreciate the support. Somebody here, Vetaverse, what's up, man? So Vetaverse says investors will put their money back in the market before Christmas break unless J-Pow really messes up. I think folks are going to look at whatever J-Pow says tomorrow with rose-colored glasses. That is, we're expecting him to be somewhat hawkish. He's got to appease Joe Biden. Joe Biden's going to be listening very closely. Joe Biden's going to be sitting there like this or like this. But either way, he'll be sitting there supposedly listening. And Jerome Powell is going to have to perform to that standard as to why he kept his job. Yeah, I really think that, beyond that, the market's going to be looking for the silver lining in what Powell's saying. And that is what they're looking for is how much longer, Jay Powell, are we going to see inflation go down before you are forced to raise rates? That's what we want to know. That's the big question. You want to write anything down from this live stream? Write that question down. Will inflation fall? Not go to zero, just fall. Just go down. That's all we want is go down before rates need to go up. That's what we're looking for tomorrow. So plenty of opportunities here to go shopping today. And even if you haven't, oh, wow, SoFi actually went green. Even if you didn't already buy some of the dip, these prices are still freaking low. I mean, SoFi is still under its 1470 support. Dave and Buster's. No, Dave and Buster's okay. No, Dave and Buster's fine. It is. Look at that. Charge point under $20. That's right at support. Adobe. I haven't actually done much TA on Adobe, mostly because it's done very well. We had a larger fall here in October, but I mean, look at what this thing has done this year. Just collapse this a little bit here for a moment. Look at how Adobe did nothing for the longest period of time, and then all of a sudden took off. You know what that reminds me of? It actually kind of reminds me of Amazon. You had this long channel of doing nothing. Yeah, look at that. Look at that channel there on Amazon. And you're getting a very soft breakout on Amazon. If you look at Apple, Apple had a same early channel, but really blew up recently. Yeah, you could see that breakout out of that channel over here, but you had that similar channel. So let me go. Somebody said there was something about Lucid. Let me see here really quick. Here we go. What is this? Tesla. Lucid CEO says he was a Model S chief engineer, a claim Elon Musk. Yeah, isn't this old news? I thought this was old news about him being an engineer and Elon Musk disputing that. I will check that out. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention again. I'm just going to minimize that for right now, though. I don't think it's worth us going deep on right now, but I'm curious to check it out. All right. So, okay. When I made my initial play in Tesla, how much of my total portfolio was it? Probably 50%. Because I had about 500K in Apple, and I just probably like 10 times bought 50K doses of Tesla up to about 500K. That's probably my original build. And I had very few stocks when I first started. Like I have way more stocks now. If I look at my holdings now, I'll tell you. So I have this spreadsheet that all the course members have access to. Apple's at 2.82%, Affirm 5.59, Amazon 2.66. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but let me just count the stocks that are over a 2% allocation. 1, 2, 3. Here's a 7%er. That's Enphase. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's Tesla. 14. I have 14 that are above a 2% allocation. And over 4%, 1, 2, I'll include that one, 3, 4, 5 that are over 4%. So you can see like the first 5 in my portfolio are like, oh, that's like 65% of it. It's not as diversified as it should be, but it's become more diversified. And I've been working on balancing it out more. I don't really want more than like 8 to 15 core stocks though. It's too much to keep track of, and I like to read. So imagine for people who don't like to read, keeping track of this stuff. And then of course you could build different pies. Like I'm a big fan. Like this, one of the things I like about thematic ETFs, like honestly, what Kathy does. One of the things that I like about that is you could get this. You could say like, okay, I want a 20% allocation to genomics. Okay, you guys do the picking, And if genomics are down, then genomics are down. But if it's up, then it's up. I think one of the ARK people just tweeted about how. Let me see if I can find it. Something about how they thought that ARK or genomics was going to go from like 160 billion to $1 trillion industry or something like that. I mean, that's pretty much what it was. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Whatever. I don't really care. Anyway. Yeah, Steven, if you're having issues getting set up, why don't you just email Kathy? Send her an email at kevin@meetkevin.com. She'll take care of you, all right? We'll get you taken care of. So not sure how rising rates foreshadows more government spending. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Oh, I see. Okay. I think so there is this argument that some folks are making that if we raise rates too fast, you could potentially damage the market and then require stimulus to get it started again. Financial Times, ARK-related funds to launch in Europe, offering leveraged and inverse exposure, are being launched just as Kathy Wood's funds start to creak. ARK-related funds offering leveraged and inverse exposure. Interesting. Kelly sent a heart. Well, thanks for the heart, Kelly. Do you think Bitcoin will still fall? Who knows? But right now we're seeing fear reverse a little bit on Bitcoin. So I'm happy about this fear reversal that we have right now on Bitcoin. This is today. Today is the beginning of this fear reversal here on Bitcoin. So I think that's actually very bullish. You're seeing that same reversal here on Ethereum. I'm happy about this. I don't think this is terrible at all. So I like this a lot. All right, let's listen into CNBC for like a minute here. I got to reply to this really quick.
Dig in to a sell-off like this and distinguish one from the other.
All right, speaking of digging in here, Tesla is staging a bit of a rebound today, but still lower on the session as Elon Musk continues to sell shares. Robert Frank has those details.
Do we know that Elon's still selling shares? Is that true?
Dom, Elon Musk selling another $900 million of Tesla shares yesterday. That brings his total to...
That was yesterday. We don't know about today.
He has another $5 billion or so to go to get to that target in his Twitter poll and to pay his taxes, which means he could end the year selling about $18 billion in shares in total. Now, of that amount, about $12 billion will go to pay taxes, both to the IRS and the state of California for that huge options package. Now, the other $6 billion or so will be for his own pocket. He will likely come out of this whole process with a higher stake in Tesla, and he is still the world's richest man with $250 billion. Guys,
lost track of all the zeros. Robert Frank, I mean, Joe Terranova, I'll throw this one to you. Tesla has been in a near-term momentum downtrend. Is this a stock that you'd like to buy on the dip?
Well, it's first of all, it's a stock that I own in the Joe T ETF. So the answer to that is I'm already there. I'm already invested in it. But I think the actions of Elon Musk, Dom, they're indicative overall of an investor who certainly might have a higher income threshold that would be exposed to a tax consequence in 2022 that's far more significant than in 2021. So I think where I'm going with this is a lot of the selling that you're seeing is in the hyper growth stocks where those stocks are down significantly year to date. So you've got this tax loss harvesting before the end of the year because we still don't know what the tax structure is going to look like. Incomes above $5 million, is there going to be an added tax for capital gains?
True.
Is there going to be another 3 to 8%? That's still up in the air. So I think you sell now when you have the constant of what the tax structure is in 2021 and then reassess and basically reestablish positioning at a higher cost basis.
Interesting stuff, the tax planning that goes into all of these investment decisions towards this time of year as well. Uber has outperformed.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, too. There's so much, this is what we were talking about. Oh, I wanted to write that down, the CEO selling, right? So much CEO selling. And a lot of that is happening because of this uncertainty that we're seeing with what's going to happen. What's his face going to do? What's the Build Back Better plan going to do? You know, Joe Biden and Congress. So it's kind of interesting. I'm watching it. I'm definitely watching it closely. So okay, let's hop back on over to the sticks here. Okay. So I like SoFi under 15. Where are we sitting with SoFi now? Yeah, are we having a sell-off into the close yet? A little bit. Let's look at this. SPY. Okay, just in case I see something, I want to take my phone out again. Must have bought to meet Kevin from. Yeah, if you haven't yet, take advantage of that the Christmas discount code link down below. You get all my alerts. No guarantees you're gonna make money or lose money. You just get to see where my head is. But like when I'm buying, just know my head is stuck in the screen. Like I was like, what am I? Like, what have I become? I was sitting at breakfast with Lauren, and as we went to breakfast, and I have one of my phones has the SPY open, and the other phone has has Tesla or like Enphase or whatever I was switching it to open, and both of them are sitting there, and you're just seeing like the tickers, and Lauren's like, looks like a red day. And I'm like, hell yeah. It was great. She's like, well, I know you like red days. I'm like, yeah, I do. Everybody gets so scared. Okay. I just want to have this open just in case I want to buy something. Okay. I can't buy on Webull anymore because I got no money in Webull. I have too many cash secured puts, short puts, which means they're long positions actually. Yeah, I just keep dumping money into little falling knives that I see. I love them. I love getting stabbed. So where else do we want to get stabbed? Let's see here. Sun, Run, and Sun Power getting smoked 10 to 15%. This is your solar industry getting whacked on lower guidance. Personally, if the market's going to discount this much, these are going to start getting juicy. I mean, look at the solar stocks here. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. You're at July of 2020 pricing on Sunrun? Holy smoke. I'm writing that down. I'm not going to buy it right now, but I'm going to look into their reports a little bit. Because some of these companies, I don't know about that. I mean, some of them are scumbags. Like I hate Vivint Solar, for example, but that's just because they're trying to get you on those 20-year leases that screw you when you try to sell. Ooh, Owlet got whacked. What happened? It was doing okay for a little bit of time. Oh, well. Have you all seen this? I traded Purple. I bought them at like 18. I didn't sell them at the tippy top. I sold them like 31 or something like that. I think they ran up. Yeah, they ran up to like 41. It was crazy. But this is sad. I haven't looked into their earnings, but oh my gosh. I stopped paying attention to them when I sold them. But gee whiz, look at that double crash there. I mean, that almost makes me wonder, like, what's going on at Purple? I'm going to write that down. Because that's almost going to start looking like a value penny stock play here. Enphase 202, GoEV, Weedmaps. Trade Desk went down to 85 this morning. And honestly, even 88 is not bad. And look, we do these. Look at these trends that we do at Trade Desk, right? We channel. We're kind of doing that right now. It's not as clear. Definitely not as clear of a channel down. So that could mean we have a little bit more to go to complete that channel. We'll see if that ends up being true. Fuel cell price gouging over inflation fears will set first 2 quarters sky high. Taper day, rates day, doing push-ups in the parking lot. Let's see. CNBC predicting 3 hikes in 2022. That's a bump. Wait, what? Bank of America to roll out buy now, pay later. Perfect.
Let's take a look at what's happening right now because we've just got about a minute and a half into the closing bell here for regular.
Where's Sarah? We want Sarah. Get out of here. No, it's okay. I wanted to hear about the buy now, pay later stuff they were going to complain about, but they didn't tell us anymore. Who cares? Bank of America. They're not going to do it as well as a firm. Yeah, firm's it's going back down into the close here. We got 1 minute. 1 minute. Is there anything you can buy into the close? Or just wait for the morning? You know, when we reopen, look at that. The SPY fall. Let's look at ARK. You got an ARK sell-off into the close. Let's look at Apple. Apple sell-off into the close. These are your classic sell-off into the closes. Institutional weenie babies. It's not necessarily that they want to sell. It's sometimes that they just have to, right? Because you get fund withdrawals. It's like, I'm sure Kathy doesn't want to sell Tesla all the time. It's just performing way better than a lot of the other stuff. And then when you have withdrawals, what are you going to do? Bank of America thinks they're a tech company. That's funny. Apps is pretty cheap compared to... I'll check them out. Hood, with a leap, you could get smoked in the short term, but I mean, I'm optimistic. No guarantees. Let's listen in.
Down about 1.25% too. So as you can see there, closing bells happening at the NYSE and the NASDAQ overall. We're going to finish down, but off the session lows. This is the closing bell. Let's send it back down to the folks.
It's not as fun. It's like, as you could see there, the closing bell happening. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I can see that. Anyway, Dow's down 0.3, S&P down 0.74, NASDAQ Technologies getting hit the worst, down 1.14, Russell's down 0.96. We have CleanSpark reporting earnings now. Ooh, that means I got to pull up the terminal. But yeah, folks, take a look at some of just the first of all, the floor that we've been feeling on crypto. Worth paying attention to that floor. It's very, very interesting to me that we're seeing that a little bit right now. No guarantees, but definitely seeing a little bit of that. Then you've got, what day is today? Today's Tuesday. Okay. So I don't know why, but it feels like Tuesday nights are funny on when will I ring the bell? That's a nice dream. I don't know. Maybe that could be part of the 5-year goal. There'd have to be a lot of work to go in between now and then, though, to make anything like that ever happen. You'd have to have something to IPO. Hey, maybe you IPO a SPAC. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know why, but for me, this SPAC world has felt a little on the side. No diss on SPACs, but they've had a little bit of their share of criticism here. Okay, CleanSpark. CleanSpark. Why do I not even remember what they do? Maybe because I never invested in them. They develop renewable energy projects. The company manages, constructs, installs, and maintains power plan projects. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Financial analysis. What do we got here? So this is... Well, they got a lot of growth. But they're a tiny company. $400 million enterprise value. Revenue of $45 million this year. That's freaking tiny. Holy crap. This is a teeny company. Expecting to have... Wow. But they're expecting to have an EPS of 3.61 in 2025. Well... So their growth is plummeting. That's a forward PE of like 3.3. Wow. That's very interesting. All right. I'll pull them up to see what their earnings are going to look like. La, 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 la. All right. Their earnings should be out in... What? 7:20 tonight. Oh, I guess we're not going to see that tonight. All right. Well, I'll see. Maybe sometimes that's a mistake and they actually mean 5 minutes after, but that sounds crazy. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, so options imply a 12.4% move on CleanSpark, by the way. It's, the implication. All right. Odd things close. Let's see. That's really it in terms of earnings. We do have the HUD 8 interview, IPO, the stocks and psychology of money SPAC. That's funny. Oh, that's a reminder to use the Christmas code link down below. Powell and Californians is now trending on Twitter. Yeah, that's normal. Anyway. All right. So purple got smoked. Carvana. Ooh. Carvana's finally coming down from the heavens. Yeah, let's look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Carvana went up to 376. You gotta be kidding me. It's coming back almost down to the May 12th pricing. Wow. And what gain today? Dogecoin, Beyond Meat has been rebounding. Beyond Meat's rebounding. GameStop 7.7. Volatility 7. Backed Holdings just does this 10% daily thing. AMC being up 20% today is great, especially given all the pain that it had. Up 5%. I mean, 20% from the bottom, 5% actual. That's because of the pre-market fall. DocuSign 3.36. Hippo's up. Wow. It shows you like there's got to be a floor, right? I mean, not necessarily, but anyway. So Palantir 1864, Dix 106, Fisker 17, Nvidia 283. All right, okay. Chivo is over here. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. I mean, I have to say it's kind of exciting. I like the discounts. I'm excited for JPOW tomorrow. And call it the Weenie Baby Hedge Funds, right? HUD 8 interview. It's at 3 California time, so about a couple hours. And you know what we should do in Discord? Maybe we should do like a little Q&A thing, and we'll do that. Why don't we do a section, just a little temporary thread? Okay, temp thread on HUD 8, and then create thread, temp thread, HUD 8 mining Q&A. There we go. Ask questions here. So that way y'all can throw in some of your questions that you might have for HUD 8, and I can read from there. So that is today. Don't leave me behind, JPOW, right? Yeah, when are we playing Halo? I know. Love to play some Halo. I'm worried about my algo. Government's lockup is over at the end of this month, and I see a lot of selling coming once that's freed up. I mean, that's what happened at Lemonade and Robinhood. Get to the end of the lockups, you get some pain. Hood acquired a crypto platform. I didn't hear that. Robinhood acquisition. Oh, Robinhood acquires Cove Markets. Robinhood. We're excited to share that Cove Markets is joining Robinhood, cross-exchange trading platform that makes it easier for people to manage their crypto accounts. Huh. Wow. Making cryptocurrency simpler, lower cost. I wonder if they do wallets. That's interesting. Cove Markets. Need a better trading platform. Oh, really? That's smart. Yeah, look at here. I'll pull this up. Look at this. Access more coins. Invest in a portfolio of coins, kind of like they have pies. Save money. Trade smarter. Few steps. Create a fund account. Open a free Cove Markets account and connect exchange API keys. Well, that makes it sound complicated. Connect up to 7 exchanges. Oh, that's interesting. Easy to use platform. Invest in portfolio of coins. Oh, that's coming soon. Okay, so they haven't done that. Yeah. Trade smarter. You stop. Well, okay. I mean, everybody has that. That's no big deal. None of this seems really like proprietary. And they don't even have the portfolio thing yet. I think the cross exchange thing is interesting. Where basically you can trade between Coinbase, Kraken, Bitfinex, because That helps you play arbitrage if you wanted to. That really seems to be the benefit there. I don't imagine their platform's anything substantially unique, but that's an interesting idea if you can play cross market. Yeah, see, look at that. Then you can access all these different coins. Huh. So somehow they're able to access all these exchanges, and Robinhood has now gotten this opportunity, but it'll probably take them like 2 years to actually implement because Robinhood's so slow. But that's interesting. That's a good one. It's a good share. Thank you for that. Zoom chart comparison overlapping of Zoom and Peloton. Saw it in the New York Times. Almost identical. I'll try that really quick. Actually, no, I do want to put them over each other. I can't put them over each other in the overlap. I gotta write that down. Okay. So if I do, let me see if I can get you a screenshot of that. I might be able to. Okay, compare, quicken. Yeah, here we go. Let's add Peloton. Ooh. Yeah, if you go to the 1 year, that's quite interesting. So, okay, they said I was allowed to share individual screenshots if I mentioned that Bloomberg, shout out to Bloomberg. But anyway, yeah, look at that. Zoom is the white here, and blue is Peloton. Look at that. That is incredible. That's a really good comparison. That's cool if the New York Times had that. That's really cool. Good job. Ooh, COVID case counts to a specific chart? I don't even know. Can I do that? COVID cases? Yeah, you can do that in certain places. It's not ideal though. Oh no, that's total case count. You're talking like daily case count. COVID cases. No, that's I'd have to play with that. That's an interesting idea though. Anyway, cool, awesome. Well, folks, thanks so much for being here. Come by for the Hut 8 mining interview in like an hour and a half. And yeah, check out the courses link down below on building your wealth. Thanks again. Goodbye, folks.